Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys. I got to keep it 100, man. Real talk. I have to keep it a buck. I'm going to just say some shit and people ain't going to like what I have to say, but I keep it 100. I really do. I keep it 100 at all times. But you know what, man? No matter how much we like a fighter or respect him as a fighter, we have to call bullshit when we see it. With me, no fighter get a pass, man. For real. And nobody can say that, I don't call it right down the middle. I call the shit exactly how I see it. And that's just real talk. Um, I saw CJ Goodfellas video and I thought about some shit, concerning Canelo. Now, in case you guys don't know, Canelo was forced to wrap his hands over again because his hand wrapping was illegal. He was pretty much stacking his gloves. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, if you one of these super sensitive diehard Canelo fans that's going to come on here talking shit, you on the wrong fucking channel. And real talk, you fucking with the wrong nigga. So don't come on here saying all kind of crazy shit and trying to disrespect me, because if you disrespect me, I'm going to give your motherfucking ass to business. And then I'm going to block you. Just listen. Say what you got to say. If you respectful, that's fine. But if you say something crazy, I'm going to give your ass to business and then I'm going to block your bitch ass. But we got to start really analyzing some shit with Canelo, man. As good as a fighter Canelo is, Canelo got some shit, man, following him that he appears to be getting away with. And I don't want to hear no shit about somebody coming on here talking about, oh, well, what about this dude? But no, we're not doing that today. Anybody bring up somebody else other than the subject matter, I'm blocking your ass. So I don't want to hear about, well, what about this dude? What about, no, we're talking about Canelo. That's it. That's all. Bring up anybody else, I'm going to block your ass. We ain't doing the boomerang theory today. Canelo has been accused of this before. Keep in mind, he was accused of this by Abel Sanchez about stacking his gloves. Okay. People got to start asking questions. Hey, man, what's up with this? The problem that I have, the mainstream media don't talk about these type of things. Certain fighters get a pass. Because like I said, when that shit with Floyd and the IV thing came about, which turned out to be much to do about nothing, that was a nationwide story. But yet here we have Canelo, who's considered by a lot of people one of the best fighters on the planet, if not the best fighter on the planet, but he's always linked to some kind of scandal. To me, he got a pass for, the mystery meat. Then he's getting a pass for the glove stacking situation. But in New York has been known to catch people like stacking their gloves. Keep in mind, they caught Felix Trinidad trying to stack his gloves. You know what I'm saying? That's just real talk. It just seemed like with Canelo, they just seem to bypass everything and just say, hey, well, whatever. But then, like I said, if it's somebody else, then all of a sudden it's the worst thing you ever seen. And that's the problem that I have with this shit. It be too much of this going on, man. If we gonna sit up here and rip another fighter, we gotta get on everybody. Everybody gotta be held accountable. We gotta question everybody. You just can't question and go hard to paint on one dude and then another dude get a pass. Canelo just seemed to keep getting breaks and passes when it comes to this shit. But then again, the media is gonna protect certain fighters. And that's just how it is. That's just the bottom line. We could get mad about it all we want, and people could be in denial. You could be in denial all you want. But the truth is the truth. this is happening too much with him. You know, from Canelo whether we like it or not, Canelo, as good as a fighter he is, he got a questionable history with him being on the right side of questionable decisions and fights, from the mystery meat to to the gloves. I mean, every fucking time you look around, it's something with this dude. Now, keep in mind, like I said, birds and the feather flock together. Now, keep in mind, Oscar De La Hoya was accused of stacking his gloves his whole career by Freddie Roach. And keep in mind, Oscar is always, you know, neck and neck with Canelo. So how we know Oscar didn't teach him some things? Because like I said, Oscar was accused of stacking his gloves. But like I said, every fucking time we look around, there's something with Canelo. But then we supposed to overlook these things and just say, hey, well, look how great of a fighter he is. Yeah, he is a great fighter. But like I said, man, his name is tied to too much shit. And then every time when you question him about stuff, well, that was just it. People have a ready-made excuse for him. And that's most people in the media. But like I said, let it be somebody else. Then you got all these YouTubers making all these damn videos condemning a certain type of fighter. And that's what I don't like. And that's complete bullshit. It really is. Now, back in the day, remember, Felix Trinidad got caught trying to stack his gloves, and Bernard Hopkins' team made him rewrap his gloves. And then Trinidad threatened not to even fight if he had to rewrap his gloves. And, they came in there, it's like, yeah, okay, you better get your ass out there and fight, homeboy. But anyway, nevertheless, the fight happened. Bernard Hopkins ended up winning the fight by a stoppage. But, yeah, man, people got to start calling shit right down the middle, man. I'm so serious, man. It's too much of this shit in boxing. And this is what bothers me about boxing. You just see the bullshit that go along with it. And this is the shit that make you frustrated. And you just say, you know what? Whatever. I'm just keeping it 100. But it ain't no need to keep going on about this. Because we know what happens with Canelo and shit. They're not even going to say anything about this. But like I said, I guarantee you if that was Floyd or Errol Spence, that would have been a big story. People would have been, talking about it on segments. People would have been making videos about it, outside media, YouTube media, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, man, this is not a good look for Canelo, man, because this shit keep happening with him. He's always tied to some kind of scandal. So I'm just keeping it 100. I'm out.